Western Europe floods.
My name is Kevin Mendoza.
And I'm Filip Zubrowicz. What caused the floods? The floods were driven by extreme precipitation from heavy rainfall over a short period of time. The weather pattern included a slow-moving, low-pressure system that brought sustained downpours. Rainfall totals in some areas exceeded 90 millimeters in a single day around the AHR and ERFT rivers in Germany, far more than previous records. The event was storm-related, not snowmelt, or wind, or sea level causes. It was purely due to heavy rainfall. The event was not strictly seasonal in a sense of snowmelt. It occurred in midsummer. However, heavy summer storms in that region are known. It was an extreme case. The impact the flood left. It occurred around the 12th through the 25th of July in 2021 for the widespread flooding. It occurred in Western Europe, such as Germany, Belgium, France, Luxembourg, Netherlands, Switzerland, and more. Scientists attribute that events like this have become more likely to climate change. One study estimated that heavy rain types used here were at 20% more likely because of warming.
How society and economy was influenced. Number of people affected were in the thousands, such as that they were forced to evacuate, with many of them losing their homes. The interruptions to daily life were such as major disruptions in transport infrastructure, such as roads and railways, power outages, which led to about 200,000 people in Germany losing electricity. The destruction in infrastructure revolved around bridges being destroyed, roads damaged, water waste, and sewage treatment plants being destroyed as well. Agricultural losses, such as crops like grain, rapeseed, flax, were washed away. Fruit trees were damaged along river valleys. The economic cost was about 46 billion euros in terms of total damages. Insured losses were smaller, around 2 billion euros. The death toll which is estimated at 243 people. And there were also many missing persons and injuries and displacements. Water quality and quantity effects, such as drinking water supply, was disrupted, water infrastructure was damaged, pollution from destroyed oil tanks, fertilizers, industrial chemicals affected the soil and groundwater, and as I said, sewage treatment was failed. How did people adapt? Short-term emergency responses, such as evacuations, provision of emergency power, temporary water supply, emergency sewage treatment plants, were implemented in order to better result from another kind of flooding. Infrastructure repair and rebuilding, such as reconstructions of damaged roads, bridges, wastewater treatment facilities. These might take months to years to be rebuilt. Policy and regulation, such as having awareness increased of risks. Attribution studies are pushing for better planning in terms of preparing the public for this. In some areas, improved flooding mapping and monitoring agricultural exposure using tools such as the synthetic aperture radar can identify how much cropland could be at risk. Discussions of giving rivers more space, quote unquote, room for the river, so floodplains can absorb excess water. We didn't quite find the policy for this event, but it's the adaptation that generally Europe has accepted in terms of flood risk management. Here are our citations for our images and our resources. Thank you for watching our video.